Hi guys, this is Kim with a collective, Selective Collective, obviously, reading for you all. It's impromptu, but it was really, it came up because I got a beautiful message from doing a private reading. And so this message, it was how to connect with money, okay? It was about how do I make my millions? How do I make my big win? How do I do that? How do I attract this, right? How do I do this? And there's so many different ways and different methods so what I got was really interesting, I found. And might not be completely new, but it was new to me. The energy that was coming through, the way that it was explaining things to me was, we've all heard that money is an energy, right? We've all heard this. But what does that really mean? When it comes to your soul and your spirit and what you're here to do, if you want to manifest money into your life, if you're wanting to have the riches. And so the main thing that I got was, of course, is working on your inner self, right? That's a big thing. And figuring out what beliefs do you have tied to money and dropping all of them. That's not the new part, okay? So that would be the first, to me, if I'm having to put this in a linear perspective, I would have to do a self-inquiry, and I would have to say, okay, in my experience, and if I'm talking about the body and the physical experience, I break it down into your senses, right? So I'd say there's 5 main senses, and I would say, how do I hear money? Do I hear things differently when I have a lot of money energy in my life? Do I see things differently? Okay. Is the touch different? And then define all the ways that you physically can attach yourself to the energy of money. And these are different steps to me. It's coming across to me. It's these are different steps. Okay. These are taking those senses, and I'll give examples, okay? So, well, for hearing, for example, if you're, if a big dream that maybe requires to have a little bit of cash would be to be by the ocean or the beach, then you may tie all of those senses in meditation or with yourself right now with the sound of the ocean. Maybe it's the best headphones out there that money can buy, and therefore the music comes in clear, or the bass sounds better to me. An actual physical reason first, okay, because we are physical, and so I think this would help. All right, so doing that, how does something taste when I have access to more money, to more wealth? Well, things might taste better because you might be able to afford the higher things. It doesn't always have to be money that brings that experience into you, but for the purpose of this reading or channel message, you could call it, we're actually taking that connection directly to what we're trying to manifest, which is the energy of money. So how would your taste be enhanced? In what way? Okay. And then we can take smell. So we could go back to the beach, and we could say that we're smelling all the nice things from the beach. We could say that we're able to buy, I don't know, more varieties of some crazy flowers that you really love, and maybe buying their seeds is a little bit more expensive or something like that. And so then you could associate the smell of a flower with the energy of money. The smell of a rose, for example, with the energy of money. It just looks so sophisticated and multidimensional. And okay, so then there's that connection that you've made. It's about making these connections. Okay, so it's about making these connections. Okay, you're going to want to use all your senses here when you do this. The types of beliefs that you want to drop are things that tie money to a certain have to action, because nothing is concrete. Sometimes it doesn't require effort for everybody. So you want to drop the belief that there's even any effort required to attain the energy of money. And ultimately, the goal is to get the energy of money and wealth to be so flow state that it actually naturally is harmonizing with your senses and with your inner self, your emotional body and your physical senses. Like having it so intertwined that when things flow to you naturally as a soul here, also does the energy of money. And that is what I feel like the main point of this is. So a good example with a belief or understanding what you're spelling out into the universe is, yes, you can manifest things, but if you're going to do it like this, like you want it to just flow all the time without like interruptions, then it would be better to not say, hey, universe, I need $10,000 to finish paying off my car. Like, because no doubt you'll get that. You're putting it out there into the universe. I have no doubt you'll get it in some way, shape, form, or fashion. But there's beliefs tied to how you have to get it that have to be unwind. And then remember, you're just putting out an order to the universe. That's not what we're trying to accomplish. So we're not trying to accomplish in a specific want. We're trying to accomplish integration of the energy of money, of wealth, of riches. And so that's different to me. And that's what's coming across from me from spirit, is that that's different. So in a way, we've been limiting ourselves by asking for specific things. And we've almost been limiting ourselves by saying, I'm placing an order, when really you want to place an order from the universe to, I want to merge with this energy. I want it to flow through me like a whirlpool always. You know, that's kind of what I'm getting, is like what we're wanting to do, or what will help you achieve that goal, for it to come into your life in all areas. Yes. So watch what you're speaking out, what you're expressing to the universe, because truly everything that you spell out, everything that you speak out is like an order. There's something about letting go of the past. The past probably has to do with the past belief systems associated with money. You have to, like, anything logical is actually not, like, so if you're viewing money as a finite thing instead of an energy, then you're not really integrating it with the spirit or the soul, because your soul is infinite. It is eternal. And so any kind of belief that you have that kind of limits it or puts an end on what it can do is something that you would want to get rid of. Okay, so expressing yourself and how you express what you put out into the world. Yes, and especially like, oh, this always happens. Oh, there's always another thing to pay after I finally get this. It's almost because like the universe is saying, yes, because whenever you get to these points, then you reach out. That's when you reach out. And that's when you say you want to integrate with the energy. So Spirit is saying, no, you want to integrate with it all the time. Really be careful about what you're speaking out into the universe. Affirmations can help with this, actually. Affirmations certainly can help. All right, so separating from the old ways, separating from old belief systems about it, allowing miracles to come into your life, compassion, understanding, and of course Neptune is, there could be something kind of quite miraculous that ends up happening. But if you've got a certain condition, maybe even subconsciously, or a belief that's saying these sorts of things don't happen to me, or if it's too good to be true, it probably isn't. Like everything that has like, if it's like that, then don't believe it. Don't believe it. Ask if you're having a problem with a certain belief like that, then you need to set out an order that's specific, that says the universe, hey, I want you to prove me wrong. I don't believe in this quote anymore, but I want to drop it as a belief. So show me, prove to me why what this belief is about is wrong, okay? And then it will. And then you'll find your gold. And then you'll find your gold. What about your thoughts? How would thoughts change? If you already had the energy of money continually flowing through you, how would your thoughts change? Would they be shifted more towards, I want to invent something. I want to write a book. I want to paint a masterpiece. I want to learn how to play the violin. Would you do those things? You can go ahead and start doing those things also. Getting into the energy of wealth, riches, and money. Letting go of this past stuff is all popping up here. Past. Bitterness. Past memories on how things were. And really having to separate ourselves from this. There is gold to be found, and it's within what you speak and say to yourself. Your emotional body, what you say to your emotional body, what you say to your senses about everything and anything. Like, it is really going to require complete breakdown of all belief systems that you had about yourself, that if you have about the world, and that you have about money and how economics works. It's all going to have to be thrown out the window. Especially if you think that control is attached to the spirit of money, then you will always see in ways the universe can show you that you're being controlled by that energy of money, because that's what you put out there. So what we're wanting to do is to view money and wealth as, this is not something that controls things. This is something that flows through me, to me, with me, working with me all the time consistently. Okay. What else can help us when it comes to money? The heart. The heart. Different love language, guys. Different love language. People have different ways of expressing how they feel in their heart space. It would be beautiful for you to think of all the different ways you would show your love language to others if you had access to continual flow all the time of wealth. If you were able to do that, just even right now, consciously, even better to journal it down. What would I do for this? What would I do for the world? What would I do for this person? And not putting limits on it. This is like brainstorming. This is like inventor vibes that I'm getting, with the intention of always being, what am I going to do with the energy of the flow of money being intertwined with everything within me? Ooh. And remember that the void comes out when you can be in a dark place here that has infinite possibilities, infinite ways of describing rich, successful, wealth, infinite. So when we're making it nice and broad and integrating into all little different aspects, the way that I'm saying, I think you're going to find that one, the universe will work with you. If you want something to be proven to you first, because it's a very human thing, like, I want you to prove that something can sound too good to be true and still come my way. Like, prove that shit. they will. And they remember that your possibilities are infinite. And you're already you're already creating abundance. You're already creating riches, in a sense, all the time. Just, that's the things that we have to learn gratitude and appreciation for. But what I'm specifically talking about is when I'm viewing and imagining a flow of money in specific. Something that a lot of people try not to relate to spirituality and spirit work. But that might be another part of the reason it has kept people so separate from it. Okay, another belief system needing to be changed. Tell us more about the creation of this. Oh yeah, you're coming out of a dark period for sure. This is part of your major change and transformation from the underworld, from Pluto. Pluto here is about destroying to create. And so this is like destroying all of the old paradigms in order to create a new loving view of the flow and energy of money. Okay. Oop. There's the destroying of all labels. That's just, they're kind of like repeating and saying the same things now. The destroying of old labels here, it's like you're finally shedding these restrictions that we've put on ourselves. We're finally shedding it. Like, oh, if you're in this part and if you're in this state, well, you probably won't jump up to here, or odds are, like, no, we're getting rid of that. We're dissolving all of that. That's not true. We're dissolving that. And we are seeing that examples all the time on YouTube, right? It does not matter where you're at, what place or state you're at the moment. What you're wanting to do is find out how to get the energy of money to match your vibration, your frequency. And sometimes when we do it, when we're just asking for things, that's only that only comes around when there's that control again, like when we need it. Then we get into that state of, I really need it to resonate with me. And we need to let it resonate with you all the time. And then the moon, bringing in some beautiful changes. There's something about this path that's going to be really revealed to you. There's more to this. I know I can probably get way more into this that has to do with the alignment of your passion. But my main message is that we're not always in that place where we're completely aligned with what we feel like a life purpose is. We're not always in that spot. And so therefore, the goal would be, hey, how can I manifest this in the spot that I'm at, in the current place that I'm in, and vibration that I'm in? How can I do that? And I think that's what's going to change, or that's part of these main changes. I like it. I like it. You'll find your precious didn't know it was there. When you go very deep, you dive deep into this, you will find a buried treasure here. Yes. Oh, the sound of the seraphim. Map, exploration, finding your way, unknown destination, plan, prepare. For some of you all, this is about rejection to others, because I'm getting breaking up cold hard truth here. Something's not working, maybe cutting cords. There could be another energy or an influence. Say that your beliefs have changed, right? Or your energy, your frequency has changed, but you're still constantly around somebody else who's always reintroducing you into this energy of lack. Then we're going to have this separation, unless you want to remain in that energy. And I understand that's a process for many. You are a person of fire. Whether you're Leo, Aries, or Sag, you are the trend-setting leader, confident, visionary, catalyst, energetic, entrepreneur, sexy, outgoing, creative, ruthless, courageous, strong-willed. Something, my dears, is going to happen for you literally within a few weeks. The situation or event in question will develop or unfold in a matter of weeks. Youth, I love this. This is about mutable, breaking free. Okay, breaking free from any kind of belief or constraint or something that was holding you, limiting belief that was holding you to, maybe even subconsciously, of how something was going to have to work. You're definitely here with the shield. You have energies really protecting you on this path. This is what you're here. You're a way shower. This is what you're here to do. So this is about standing up for, being prepared, withstand, heroic. Let's pull from the White Light Oracle. I'm going to wrap it up and just do it. Was it quick? I said it was quick, but 19 minutes. It's not that quick. White Light Oracle. Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. The reading that I was talking about, I'm not even lying. The reading that I was talking about that inspired this reading, that was the exact card that came out for them. Wow. And all of these decks are listed in the... Wow. Wow. See, this is confirmation to me. Yes, it is. Oh, yes, it is. Sovereign Queen Maeve. Value what is sacred to you by protecting it from interference. Even if something might be well intentioned, be compassionate. Set firm boundaries, like over your spiritual self. You are going to triumph it over a negative situation. It will take courage, but you have more than enough inner strength, resourcefulness, and boldness to accomplish what you need to attain. Do not give up. You have the ability to connect with higher worlds. So open your heart and mind to the light. Oh, beautiful. And yes, shield, defend yourself, but protect yourself for sure. Only allow the light to intervene when somebody might make you upset or mad or a trigger, right? Or a trigger. So that's what I've got for you. I'm sending you so much love. Bye.